Hail and welcome back to Dwarf Fortress Basics. So I just realized there's a very intimidating challenge in Dwarf Fortress that many people tend to skirt around if they see it come up for an ideal settlement, and that is the subject of aquifers. Now, a lot of people will just abandon hope on seeing an aquifer in their embark area and will go elsewhere, but there are ways to get around them. Now, the method I normally use is the simplest method, and that is basically digging up the earth and putting a cork in it. Due to an exploit in physics in Dwarf Fortress, you can carve out a chunk of rock and suspend it by just one piece. And then when you detach that one piece, it causes a cave-in. But it will subsume all of the rock type beneath it, kinda. So whatever was there before, let's say the aquifer tile, the plug goes down into it, and it's aquifer no more, provided the rock that you cut out was not aquifer to begin with. So this allows you to effectively go down multiple Z levels through an aquifer without having to get any pump jack machinery in to manage the flow rate of the water. Now, this embark says there might be an aquifer on it. I tried to find one without just for simplicity's sake. So let's go ahead and get this started. So to increase the speed of things, I have made every single one of these dwarves a miner. So let's start. We need to make a channel. And let's say we want to go down. Let's make it just one shift down wide, and we need to go down 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go down 4 levels. Now, it's important to note you can only ever go down 1 level of aquifer per collapse, so you need to plan out how many layers of plug you need in order to make it go all the way down. And I will delete one so it can have proper support. You will also need to do proper scaffolding in order for your dwarves to get up and down to the bottommost layers. So we just start off with a downstair on this side, proceed to up downstairs because they're my favorite, and I gotta fix that other side because I'm getting distracted talking to you guys. There we go. And change this back to channels. Sometimes you forget what order you press keys in, and there. So, this is the top layer. This is a cork layer, a cork layer, and a cork layer, and a cork layer. So, since these are channels, this should actually all be just a plain old designation down here. So let's say this is the final layer you can have before you get to wet stone. Okay. So from here, we would now need to channel the interior in order to expose the aquifer and make everything flow. Now, like I said, I'd recommend you just take it one little bit at a time. I'm trying to do brevity here, so let's see how this works. Unpause. We have a lot of soil layers, it looks like. They keep on making dangerous terrain for themselves because I'm an impatient bastard. This is going a lot quicker than expected because this is very deep soil. We aren't really touching any rock at all. All right, let's see where we need to put in additional scaffolds. So we need one there. Down here, we're going to need a bunch. Tisk, tisk, tisk. My dwarves do not like digging in an order that is functional. That will be fine, I think. All right, let's see if it needs any touch-up from there. Well, didn't need to finish the scaffold, but well, whatever. So we have our big gaping pit. Let's see if we can remove those up ramps. Where's remove? There we go. Z. Of course, you gotta do it from the proper level. There we go. Please be smart and remove them from up above. And of course, they're not being smart because they're dwarves. And now 3 of them are stuck on the bottom. Idiots. Another thing to note, it's just like a normal cave-in. So if your dwarf is on the bottom, he will be crushed to death in the collapse. Fortunately, I don't care about any of these guys. So it looks like our plug is ready. And normally this would be filled up with some water by now. So now all we got to do is get in the right menu. Let's get into channel mode. And we break the supports. And it looks like I accidentally made 2 supports instead of 1, but that doesn't matter. And boom, we have a collapse. Boom. See, this bottom layer is now completely dirt. So right here, you would have your aquifer tiles that would have been pouring water in, but not anymore. And now we have non-aquifer tiles in their place. Now, it's important to note that for every single collapse you do, you are going to lose 1 layer on the perimeter. So effectively, it's going to be this size for the next plug. So you can breach down through multiple layers of aquifer with this. Just that you need to make sure you start with a wide enough chunk and a deep enough chunk. I've not tested this with constructed walls, so I'm not sure how well those would work. Oh, this guy, he rode the whole way down. Oh, I wonder if he's injured. Oh, it's zones. There we go. You can tell I haven't played in a while. Wounds. Yeah, he hit his head, broke it, and broke his hands. Oh, the poor bastard. His right hand is mangled beyond recognition, and his left hand is bruised, and his head is bruised. Oops. Well, you can build a bridge across to get him off here and rescued, or you can dig down and dig greedily, whichever you prefer. All right, so that's how you do the plug collapse method for breaching an aquifer. Good luck and have fun.